Throughout the many years, television sets have become very desirable in many homes and locations across the world. The main purpose of the early television set was to advertise, entertain, and broadcast news, but now television has a few more purposes other than what was originally intended. Today we can still use television for its original intentions, but now we can use television sets to stream the internet, play video games, video chat, and many other things. There's a plethora of ways we can use televisions today, and it all started with a man named Philo Farnsworth. On September 7, 1927, a 21-year-old inventor by the name of Philo Farnsworth created the first black and white television set that Americans had ever seen, but it wasn't for about another decade that televisions were sold to the public. Unlike previous inventors who failed this task, Philo succeeded. There was still much work to be done before the television could be sold to consumers. Between 1938 and 1940, the television was ready to be sold in stores. In 1938, CBS broadcasted the first worldwide newscast. In 1945, there were fewer than 10,000 television sets in homes across America, and in 1950, that number jumped to about 6 million. Popular television shows at that time were Gunsmoke and I Love Lucy. The 60s was a great time for the TV, and it grew tremendously. In 1960, there were 52 million television sets in homes across America. The 60s also brought some exciting times for television and its viewers, especially in 1960, when the first ever televised presidential debate between Kennedy and Nixon took place. By 1967, almost all of television was broadcasted in color. Between 1960 and 1969, you can see the popularity of the TV was increasing larger than it had in previous years, and was impacting more and more people, although those today that own televisions don't always utilize them or watch programs that were previously popular. One program that has continued with its popularity is the news.
On a weekly basis, I probably watch TV maybe for 4 or 5 hours a week. I don't watch a ton of TV.
TV has impacted the way I get information because personally, I'm much more of a visual learner. So visually, I like to get information. It piques my interest more as opposed to reading something.
The TV is my most reliable source for news. As soon as I hear a big story came out, I turn on the TV to go straight to the news station and check it out.
When I do watch TV, I mainly watch like SportsCenter or Family Guy. Sometimes little Disney Channel movies if it's on from the 90s, you know, a little brink action. Love that movie. But pretty much just flip through the channels, whatever catches my eye, you know.
Yes, I do watch TV every day. I watch the news, 6 ABC, every morning and also at night, and Duck Dynasty every Wednesdays, and that's pretty much it.
I find myself watching TV the most is probably at home during dinner time.
Place I find myself watching TV the most is probably at home when I'm bored and I don't have homework to do.
Place I find myself watching the TV the most? You know, when I'm at home, just relaxing.
I can say that TV is not a big priority in my life. I always have something going on, and either with family or with friends, and mostly with schoolwork since I have 8 classes.
One of the popular networks you see today, CNN, was debuted on June 1st of 1980. At the time, CNN was the only channel to broadcast around-the-clock news coverage. Later in the 1980s, MTV would make its first television appearance. Throughout the 90s, television became so popular that 64% of families across the US own more than one television set. In today's years, television has become so popular that there are more televisions than people in the United States. Televisions are seen in restaurants, bars, schools, and even gyms for those who like to watch TV while working out. From television starting off to a strange invention, it has skyrocketed throughout the years and become a popular item to have.